Welcome to Fairy Animal Stories, your go-to place for heartwarming and emotional humans and animals stories as, after spending more than 6 long, quiet, and often lonely years behind the cold chain-link walls of the animal shelter, Max, a gentle-eyed golden retriever mix, with a graying muzzle and a heart full of unshakable hope, finally experienced the miracle he had waited for with quiet, patience, and unbreakable spirit of forever home. Max had been found as a stray, wandering the edge of a small rural town with matted fur and a limp in his back leg from an old, untreated injury. No one came forward to claim him, and he was taken in by the local shelter, where the staff quickly saw something special in his soulful, brown eyes and unmistakable kindness, a willingness to trust despite whatever hardship he had endured. In the beginning, Max would sit quietly at the back of his kennel, flinching at loud noises, unsure of the unfamiliar smells and sounds. But with gentle care and time, he began to come forward when volunteers arrived, wagging his tail slowly, pressing his head into their hands for affection. Over the months, Max became a favorite among the shelter workers and volunteers, who often described him as an old soul with a heart made of gold. But as the years rolled on, younger, bouncier dogs were adopted one after another, wagging their tails into the arms of excited families. While Max remained patient, gentle, and somehow always hopeful, people would pass him by, commenting on his age or his limp, choosing puppies or flashy breeds instead. Through it all, Max waited. He waited through summer heat and winter cold, through holidays and birthdays and thousands of hours, with no one by his side when the shelter lights dimmed at night. He watched other dogs come and go, but he never gave up. The volunteers noticed how he never stopped wagging his tail when someone approached his kennel, never lost that spark in his eyes, and they often whispered to him during their visits, "Your time will come, sweet boy." Then one gray rainy afternoon, everything changed. Sarah, a quiet woman in her 40s, walked into the shelter for the first time since losing her beloved senior dog, Daisy, several months before. She wasn't sure she was ready to adopt again, but something nudged her heart to visit that day. As she wandered past the rows of kennels, her eyes met Max's. He wasn't barking or jumping like the others, just sitting quietly, his eyes soft and steady, filled with years of untold stories and unbroken hope. Sarah paused, unable to look away. She asked to meet him, and when Max walked into the visitation room, he gently approached her, then slowly laid his head on her lap, as if he had always belonged there. Sarah felt tears well in her eyes. It wasn't a spark of excitement or novelty. It was recognition, a quiet knowing between two souls who had both been waiting. She adopted him that very day. As they left the shelter together, the rain began to lift, and a sliver of golden sunlight broke through the clouds, bathing Max's face in light as if the universe itself was celebrating. For the first time in years, Max rode in a car, his head out the window, ears flapping in the breeze, his eyes alive with wonder. At home, he explored each room carefully, tail wagging as he discovered his new bed, toys, and the cozy corner Sarah had set up just for him. That first night, he curled up beside her bed and let out a long, contented sigh, as though he finally understood he was safe, he was home. In the days and weeks that followed, Max blossomed in ways the shelter had only hoped he would. His fur grew shinier with proper nutrition and love. His limp improved with gentle walks and care, and he began to play, even chasing toys and rolling in the grass like a puppy again. Neighbors stopped to meet him, charmed by his calm and loving nature. Sarah often said it was Max who healed her heart, not the other way around. Their bond deepened with every passing day, built not on excitement but on trust, healing, and a shared understanding of loss and resilience. Max's story soon spread across social media after Sarah shared a photo of him sleeping peacefully by the fireplace, his head resting on a plush teddy bear. People from all over the world were moved by his journey, a story of endurance, of faith held in the silence, of love arriving late but arriving all the same. Messages poured in from people who were inspired to adopt senior dogs, to give a chance to those who had waited the longest. Max became a symbol not just of hope, but of what is possible when we look beyond appearances and listen with our hearts. He lived his remaining years showered in love, sleeping in sunbeams, walking in the park, receiving belly rubs and bedtime kisses. He passed peacefully, held in Sarah's arms, having finally known the kind of love he had waited so long to find. And though his time in a home was shorter than many, it was full, beautiful, and complete. Max's journey remains an inspiration, a powerful reminder that it's never too late for love, and that hope, even in the face of endless waiting, is never wasted. His life proved that the bond between humans and animals transcends time, age, and struggle, and that sometimes the most extraordinary love stories are the ones that begin quietly, in the eyes of a dog who never gave up.